basically
Alright.
lots of things you can do there. You can motion the running back out as well.
Ain't no need to view the
Sometimes I do
playoff
that
picture.
if
We
I'm
are
trying
not
to
in
pull my
that
quarterback
motherfucker.
down for the B route. So this will actually, it's good, something that'll confuse your opponent a little bit, but you can see, I mean, it just helps to create separation. So it's something that you can do. I would make a habit of motioning out this receiver, who I put in George Kittle because the Niners don't have a good third receiver, but I would get in the habit of motioning him out because it's going to be important when it comes to some of the cover 3 one play touchdowns. Let's go. Let's move on to the cover 3 one play touchdown. Against cover 3, this is a good play just to work these flats. I mean, that's pretty much going to be your best option against cover 3. You can see, the coverage just plays back to the point where he's 10 yards down the field before there's even anybody in the area. So just anytime somebody's playing cover 3, cover 4, just work the flats. So against cover 3, I just want to make sure that I run this from a hash mark to the open side of the field. That's going to be the most important thing. Because you need to really, create a lot of space. So I'm going to run this from the left hash mark to the open side of the field on the right. Motion out, this running back here just to motion that safety across. That just brings the safety over into a little bit of a better area. Then I'm going to basically just streak the B route and streak the X route. That's all I really have to do. And then this is going to be the play. And then you're going to see that I can pretty much just bomb this up right between a giant cover 3 seam. That's how you beat cover 3. You have to essentially create a much wider field. And this is going to be consistent. If I were to start this play from the center of the field or any other area, it's really not going to work. You have to start from a hash mark, whether it's going to be the left or the right. You can start from the right hash mark and just make sure you run the play to the left side. It doesn't really matter. But ultimately, the way that Madden is right now, before they patch it, this is how you create separation of the cover 3 seam. Now I have. The streak here is just basically meant to pull this safety to the left as much as possible, just leave him in that area because that cornerback has to react. You see the cornerback slows down. He's covering him, then he has to react to the underneath routes, and that's when the safety up top takes over. I'm watching for that safety to do that because that's when I throw the ball because he's got his back turned. He won't be able to flip his hips in time to make a play on the other receiver going right up the middle. And then you can see if we go back to me here, I'm basically just waiting for that guy to turn so that I can basically load up. And like I said, the reaction time, if you have like an elite speed safety out here, maybe he makes a play. Although honestly, I think Buda Baker, is that Buda Baker? Yeah, he's the second best safety in the game. So if he can't make a play on it, especially since I only have I don't even think Brandon Ayuk is a 80 overall. So if he can't make a play on this ball in the air, most safeties won't be able to. You can see it just comes right up the middle. So we won't do that again. The only thing about this is that, like, I'm going against J.J. Watt. I'm going to double team J.J. Watt. So if you don't know how to do that, that's not something you need to know for this video. But if you're going against a superstar like this, you're definitely going to have to do that. So here we go once again. Like I said, I'm getting hit. And you can see it's still a big play. But there's a huge seam to be had. I'm going to do that one more time. Like I said, I got to make sure that I double team J.J. And I'm sliding my protection, all that. You know what I'm saying? I got the fullback over there. I got everybody trying to take up some J.J. Watt room. And then, like I said, you can see it's really easy. It's not a huge separation, but it's enough that you can score easy one-play touchdowns against cover 3. Now, this play will beat both cover 4s. There's two different types of cover 4s. Cover 4 quarters, which is like a cover 4 magic principle, and then there's cover 4 drop. This will beat both, but it'll do it in different ways. So we'll start off with cover 4 drop. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, max pro, motion this guy out, put this A on a drag, put this B route on a smoke, and that's all she wrote. So you're basically just going to be buying time. Hopefully J.J. Watt didn't double team him, so hopefully he can handle it. And then you can see once this guy gets inside that first safety, even though there's a superstar safety back there, he's not going to make that play. Now, I didn't really time that very well, but that's okay. The result is the same. And I don't really have like the fastest receivers or nothing either. So like I said, you're basically just watching this guy. Once he gets inside of this safety, if I go back to the other safety, I mean, it's just a bullet and pass lead away from the free safety. So if you go back to this other safety, these guys here, because of these routes are so short, they typically just don't react. They just stay down. The way that the Madden defenses typically handle these type of plays is they split the field in half when it comes to the AI. So you can see these guys here they just stay depressed because that's their responsibility. It's the right half of the field. And then by the time this guy crosses into the right half, you can see that's when this guy starts to react. Well, the second he gets closer, he reacts, but it's too late because the depths are just too different. Now, I mean, I can only imagine if I had a more explosive or a speedier receiver than this guy. You can see there's nothing in space. So it's really all about placement at that point. Bullet, pass leading away. The ball, for me, is already in the air. So like I said, the second I see that guy cross inside that safety, you can see I'm already loading up. And boom, we're hitting a one-play touchdown. A very easy one-play touchdown against any cover 4. I do find it helps to roll in the direction of the throw, which you typically you know, you might not always be able to do, but it definitely helps because the defenders stay home a little bit better when they clean your
All
throw.
right,
So
all
just
right.
remember that. And I didn't get the roll of the throw there,
Let's
but I got to
blaze
step
on
up
that.
into the pocket and shorten the throw, which is going to be important when it comes to completing this pass. As you can see, just stepping up or just being, you know, in danger, it makes the safeties just play it a little bit differently. That's the best way I can describe it. So that's your play for cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, the halfback wheel. Very good play. There's a lot of really good man-beating plays and cover 3 specific plays as
Yeah,
well.
we be
One of
having
the
to go
best ones
ahead
that
and
actually
check
has a man beater and a cover 3 play in one is the Z spot. Now
the
go and pick
tube
that.
for some
It's a
motherfucking
We are
skis on these
sandwiched between
motherfuckers
Fort
up
Worth
in
and
here.
Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the
We been getting
luxurious
smashed all season,
AT&T
baby, in both
Stadium.
leagues, but
A
it's
moment
all
ago,
good.
here was the scene with the
Fun,
Cowboys
baby.
emerging
Got
from
the
their
lead.
tunnel. It was loud. It's still
Today's
loud. We're
game
ready
is
for
brought to you once
football
again by
as the
Jack
Cowboys
Herrera.
get set to match up
Get
with
it
the
out the mud.
Philadelphia Eagles.
We going for the dub today, baby, as always. But this nigga, I told Cuz we was wearing our dark shit. What's up, man? Wearing my dark uni, man. You got to resend it.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Yeah, fuck all that. We ain't got enough unis. I like wearing my blue shit.
Will be a touchback.
Yeah, just send it right back.
They told me like you could choose like the easy way, or you could choose your time hard. You could get into fights and get a girlfriend and do this, but what is that?
Alright, we're gonna try it again.
I'm focused because like I'm.
Homeboy didn't have the right unis on.
What's up, family? 2 Chicago men have been arrested after they jumped a police officer who they claim racially profiled them. All right, fam, who do you believe? I believe the men. Here's why, fam. I'm just going by what most likely occurred. What happens most of the time? Most of the time, the police racially profile. What happens most of the time? The police create chaos and then swoop in and play hero. That's what happens.
Yeah, you got your white on.
But besides that, I actually saw the video.
Alright, let's go, let's go.
Police on top of one of the guys making an arrest while the other guy pleads with the cops. Hey, man, officer,
Yeah, but
you're on camera.
okay, I be blazing, man, and I'm older. I don't stay up late. I get up real early and I go to sleep. I'm through by 10:30. I was down this motherfucker nodding off. I was asleep around motherfucking 9 down this motherfucker in the chair. I thought you was gonna hit me up.
To make the arrest, and the dude got a little too close. The officer pushed him off. And that's
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys.
Yeah, neither one of us in the goddamn playoff.
Set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles.
I think we about to restart though. We about to restart though. I think we about to restart the league.
Coaches
Yeah.
When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The relationship between black and police, and I'm talking about
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be restarting it though.
Play clock down to 3,
Because
and we're going to get a timeout here.
there was a lot of trades and shit made too.
As we step aside here
Got
in this
Odell
first quarter.
Beckham, then Dale. I don't think he was doing it because of that, but it's in the chat though. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I know last year when I joined the league, for some reason, all my players, they fucking health was all the way down. They was tired. Every time I played a game, everybody was in the yellow. I don't know what was going on. I was getting spanked. I'm still getting spanked, but it's all good.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
I don't get emotional about this shit here. It's just rep. I'll figure it out. After I'll jump on YouTube and grab me a couple plays to combat some of the plays these dudes got here. Motherfuckers been killing me with some shit in this motherfucker.
So the people may trust them, but at the same time, the people want to be protected. And so
after the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff left to Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a lot really lightning talking with the defense coordinator about the performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking to throw. Gaines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
Yeah,
and finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Ain't no defenses that counter that bullshit, because there's always a glitch for a glitch. That's why I'll be having to get on the motherfucking YouTube.
And they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
Get the fuck out of here.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The Supreme Court has held that police officers cannot detain a person unless they have
back to throw. Gaines.
No!
Complete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
Wide the fuck open.
On 3rd down, they actually closed off all the passing
Wide open.
lanes,
It's all
forcing
good,
the
fellas. Fuck it.
and bringing up 4th down.
to this guy.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Damn, that was a touchdown.
To begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
No, for real. We was deep.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On first down, Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Brought me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Here's 2nd and 10.
Where you from, D.C. or somewhere, man?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Sound like
and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it in
wow, good shit.
I
got distracted real quick. My wife
Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're a RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They didn't really want Washington to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points
Giants.
out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him
both of them?
because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if
they've been on some bullshit.
On the board here. We'll see. On second down. Elliott once more.
So they can get that force, or they want to get a sim.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, it'd be some suspect shit going on in the league.
He knows what's going on out there.
I know it'd be some teams. I know it'd be some teams with the players a little souped up.
In every meeting with reporters this week, he kind of said, "I've had enough."
I've been playing some cats, and like one of them probably, like maybe Washington, like cats was getting some crazy shit off.
So from the 36,
no matter what, these motherfuckers are always behind me.
Looking to throw. Gaines.
Oh, should have threw that higher. Good shit.
Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
How did he throw that so low? My dude had him beat.
Had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this
We're
defense
not
throughout
losing
the
this
season.
game, though. Fuck
Definitely
that.
got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Ooh,
This is Smith with the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So why over the time we've built infrastructure, what to bring it? Remember the tradition, 5 persons support?
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point.
Pick was
and that
crucial.
pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You on a PS4 or a 5?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gaines. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
my 27, I came to conclusion that
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it
Hurts fumbles it.
There we go.
The Cowboys.
There we go.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Gaines, and that's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
I didn't get up to that crack. Over. I hit the panic button on the kicker by mistake.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Also, for girls, like, oh, I wish I could do it, or, you know, or I like my body, but people in our society is weird. If you don't like
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Or 2 months, I'll be in a... My shape will get back, but as I said, maybe even better than this today because it's time to be back. So, yeah.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helps. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Good shit.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
Oh,
and a double
my
coverage,
goodness.
and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
It took me a little less.
Final play of the half, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. He is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So the Eagles with
back
the
in
lead,
the
and they're going to
game
get this football
on top
first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We're dealing with some seriously advanced technology. I should say they didn't occur.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
We don't need that, okay?
Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing his Hurts. That'll be Rager with it. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Isaiah Coulter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle.
What y'all doing? These motherfuckers didn't even move.
The 2 points.
I told them to pinch. They ain't even moved.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys.
Good thing I ain't no emotional dude.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in.
Yep, I'll be real emotional right there.
Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's why Dak ain't starting, though.
Interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on
Good
fire.
point,
They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
We needed that.
The Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting.
Good pressure,
and
good
he saw
pressure,
that ball
good
go in
pressure,
the air,
Charles.
he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. Oh, what a move. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
10th carry now for Elliott.
Way to stumble forward. Way to stumble forward.
Stopped at the Eagles' 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Stretch the hamstrings. A little pause. And up.
Again, it's Elliott.
Oh, how that motherfucker get in there like that?
But it looks like he did not make
Wow.
it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Prescott to throw on 4th. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Gaines.
Oh, my goodness, man. And I was telling myself, don't throw it to him.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw.
Knock that out.
Incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Fuck out of
Another
here.
pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Goddamn
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Gaines. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Goodness, man. That's on me, though. That's on me. That's on me. I tried to throw it low. I threw it high. Trying to go to a different receiver. Hit the wrong motherfucker. Had that all fucked up. That wasn't even the motherfucking play I was familiar with anyway.
Through 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 38, Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown.
We would have had some good draft picks coming if the league was going to be, if the league keep going. But
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Yeah, you got to start all the way over, all over again.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Gaines.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
I don't know.
Prescott to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Look at that shit. Look at that.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Perfect picture, so by the time the competition's going on, I knew exactly what I looked for. But I realized that nobody else is really doing it. Nobody knew what they looked like on stage.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be...
My dude act like he wasn't really even trying to tackle you. He just ran into you.
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Yeah, he ain't even try to tackle you. You tackled yourself.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And then I have records going way back over the years and how it changed over the years. And I look different every year. Some years I was bigger, some more defined. And so I think probably my best year was...
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Looking to throw. Gaines.
Wow.
Dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll give you an example from my favorite year, the best shape I think I was in the top 50 was 1979.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down formation, the
good game, brother.
We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. To put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
I catch you either next season or when we reboot.
Yes, get out of there.
Invite me for the Cowboys.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the
big ass L once again.
The team that just got vanquished.
But
they
it's
did
all
score in the
good.
second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would
just
be
a
their
game.
last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
Gonna fire back
It
up.
did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus
Chest
on what
back
they
and
planned to
legs
do going
today.
in, whether they just
Probably hop
played
on some
better,
Call of Duty.
whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
We shall redeem ourselves.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes.
Progressing, and I suppose sometimes you can look in the mirror and it's like it isn't where you want to get, or it isn't where you want to be yet. So doing those mantras, do you think that sort of helps you sort of deal with the time it takes to get you to where you want?
Sure, help me face.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, come on in here. That's what's up. I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out everything. If you like to see what we call a great video, please go around to the Patreon. I appreciate all the support that the player get right here. I done told you, motherfuckers, stop playing with the police. I done told them to stop playing with these goddamn police. You never know when you might have to take it there or when somebody is ready to pop your ass. You gonna learn. That's awesome. Wanna see something here? I gotta go on and share with y'all. This is what I do. Watch a player.